Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Kyle makes a grand gesture, and Damian receives a shocking phone call Monday, June 2nd, 2025. Today on The Young and the Restless, Michael comes face to face with Victor, Cole continues to struggle, and Audra's irked by Damian's suggestion. In the jazz lounge, Claire arrives with the cake and Nikki tells her this is all incredible. Victor makes a speech about his wife saying she has given him the world. Holding her in his arms, Victor tells her she's his purest joy and has his love and loyalty forever. As they kiss, everyone applauds. Nick and Victoria step up, tease their parents, and talk about their mother being glamorous, loving, and protective. They want her to know how much they love her and how much she means to them. Everyone in the room is fortunate to have Nikki in their lives, but they are the luckiest of all. Choking up, Nikki walks to the center of the room and hugs Victoria. She explains that she had a rough start, but her world was forever changed when she met the love of her life. She was blessed with amazing children who now have children of their own. She's surrounded by incredible friends who have supported her and saved her time and time again. She is always grateful. Looking at Esther, she says one person is sadly missing. She was the gutsiest and funniest woman to walk the earth, and she wishes she were there. They raise a glass to Catherine, and Nikki vows to live until she dies and cherish every moment. Victor and Nikki mingle with the guests. Victoria spots Cole at the entrance and rushes over to him. He explains he was delayed because he was dealing with remnants from his flu. Abby tells her father that his speech was great. Victor asks Devin why Lily is absent. Answering for her husband, Abby says inviting her was kind and she hopes in time things will be less tense. Nikki is sure Neil would hope so too and walks off to mingle. Devin tells Victor that his sister has the right to feel slighted, but the mustache thinks she should see that he did her a favor by sending her back to Winters. Nikki walks over to Claire and Kyle to thank them for their hard work. Claire gives party planner Pietro all the credit. When Nikki shakes his hand, he nods and gasps before blurting out how much he loves her and running away. Kyle can't blame the guy for being in awe. They assure her everything is set for operation. Victor, the man himself, joins them and asks what they are talking about. Kyle looks shifty. Nick and Sharon notice Adam coming in late with Chelsea, and the brothers immediately begin talking about Nikki's new car. Chelsea loves the color and says the same model inspired her when she started designing. Nick and Sharon move along to chat with Ashley and Abby. Sharon asks about Tracy and suggests that she and the Abbott sit down together to talk it out. Ashley says that her sister needs to take things at her own pace and walks off. Abby follows her to the hors d'oeuvres table to check on her. Ashley downs some more champagne and admits hearing Sharon talk about Martin was awful. She's starting to worry that the progress she's made in therapy is coming undone. Abby thinks she should have known she wasn't okay. Her mom couldn't admit that her sense of well-being was so fragile, but assures her daughter she's taking all the necessary steps to handle it. Ashley promises she is being responsible and proactive. Devin runs into Sharon and Nick at the bar, and they chat about all the work at New Hope they've been doing. Sharon leaves to chat with Nikki, and the men joke about the blonde being alone with his mom. Devin asks if he's more than Sharon's escort tonight. Smirking, Nick shakes his head. Devin is impressed by how close he manages to stay to his exes. Nick explains you have to put the harsh feelings aside when you share kids. Jokingly, Devin asks if he has to use a calendar to split up time between Phyllis and Sharon. "I'm gonna get my kid sister to come get you before there's a problem," Nick jokes back. Victoria and Cole bump into Adam and Chelsea. Adam jokes about Cole moving to the ranch and being surrounded by the family. Chelsea says there are perks and it has been wonderful. They recall when Cole lived at the ranch. He coughs and Adam says he's looking a little rough. Cole claims he's on the upswing. Victor shuts Michael down. Michael and Lauren watch Victor, and he remarks on the awkwardness of all this. She's sure he wants to talk to his ex-boss. When Michael sees Nikki and her husband alone at the bar, he rushes over to congratulate the birthday girl. Nikki walks off to talk to Lauren. Victor says she shouldn't have left them alone. When Michael says he hopes they can work things out, Victor tells him not to count on it. The lawyer brings up the mysterious invitations from Dumas. Victor promptly reminds him that he no longer works for him, and this is none of his business. Across the room, Jack and Diane tell Nikki that she is glowing. They give credit for the night's events to Claire, and Diane says she's very much a Newman woman. Nikki brings up the mysterious surprise Kyle and Claire have planned to win Victor over. Jack hopes it doesn't blow up in their faces. Victor joins them, and Jack brings up the invitation to visit Dumas at his chateau. Nikki says they received the same invitation. Victor assumes it must be some business strategy related to Newman. Jack points out that Dumas has been in touch with Billy, and this must be about Abbott Communications. This doesn't seem to impress Victor. Diane says it could also be about something else entirely. Claire tries calling for everyone's attention, as Lauren tells Michael that she's proud of how he is handling this. She's sure that losing his father figure has cut deep, but begs him not to be drawn back into his circle. Michael doubts that could happen any time soon. Across the floor, Jack tells Diane that she's the most beautiful woman he's ever held, in his arms. He only has eyes for her. Meanwhile, Adam asks Chelsea if she's getting ideas for her birthday and suggests they do go-kart racing. She'd rather have a Ferrari. As everyone dances, Pietro sneaks over to Claire and Kyle to announce that things are ready and waiting for their approval. As they rush off, Cole and Victoria hope their daughter's plan works. Nick and Sharon also discuss how much they hope that things will work out for Claire. She knows it is a rite of passage in the family. A Newman has to fight for independence. How does that work out for everyone? He asks. Sharon is sure that Claire will find the life she wants. Kyle makes his grand gesture. Nikki thanks Victor for the beautiful evening, and they compare Sharon and Nick to Kyle and Claire. She feels Sharon has shown she doesn't deserve Nick. Victor is confident Kyle doesn't deserve Claire either. The lights suddenly dim and the golden cake is wheeled out to Nikki. The guests count down and she blows out the candles. After the claps die down, Kyle steps up to make a toast. He explains that he has known Nikki his entire life. She is beautiful, brilliant, and overwhelming. Her husband is a chess master and knows that the queen is the piece on the board with the most raw power. That's who Nikki is. Kyle goes on to say Nikki is loving, forceful, creative, and tough. Nikki's impact on the world has been lasting, and her family will continue to spread her unique form of love and caring. In honor of that ever-expanding circle, he hands her a gift. It's a charm bracelet with the names of all her grandchildren and great-grandchildren engraved on it. After she reads through all the names, she thanks him. "Long live the Queen," he toasts. Everyone raises their glasses to toast her. As Kyle hugs her, he looks over to Victor, who looks at him and then at Claire. Damian gets a surprising call. Society, Damian and Lily sit on the sofa by the window, and he asks her if she's regretting not attending the big Newman party. She complains they lack decency. She still isn't accepting they're manipulating her and pretending to be her friend. He can see she knows how to hold a grudge. Nate and Audra arrive and notes that the two of them seem to be spending a lot of time together. Is it business or pleasure? Damian teases that no one told him that having a brother means that everyone is already in his business. He sees that Dumas is calling him and walks off to take it. Nate and Audra tell Lily they are happy she seems to be getting past her suspicions of his brother. When Damian returns, he announces he's been fired by Dumas' assistant without explanation. Lily jumps to the assumption that Dumas must know he was planning to be a spy. Damian has doubts, but it doesn't matter since he was planning to leave his boss anyway. Lily worries that Amanda has been lying to them and her boss actually is coming after Winters. Nate nods. Damian says that if Dumas does plan to go after Winters, he will have to go through him first. Audra is sure Damian must be angry about being cut loose. Damian doesn't see the point. Besides, now he doesn't have to think about disentangling himself from the company or going to France. Lily tells Nate about the invitation to Dumas' chateau. She's determined to go and get answers to all of their questions. This worries Nate, but Lily assures him it's fine. After a pensive moment, Damian explains that Holden is now out of a job too. He's been ordered to fire him, so it's up to him to get him a new gig. Immediately, he asks if Audra is hiring. She tries to control her cringe and then tries to fudge an excuse. Damian pitches his friend, hoping he can stay in town. "I think he could surprise you," he tells Audra.